My name's Neil. I'm here tonight. We're going to sit down with the Artist Must Draw for the next episode of 661 District. So, fellas, how you guys doing tonight?
I'm very well. Pretty good.
All right, good. So now let's talk about a little bit of your guys' history. As a band, I know you guys released some EPs. You played some pretty good shows. You've had member changes. You know, a lot of stuff has been going on. So why don't you just go ahead and just fill me in, and anybody else that's not familiar with the Artist Must Draw story.
Well, we started when Justin and I became friends back in 2009, I think. And I was looking to make a band. Justin was looking for a band, so we just like bam, right as soon as we met. So from there on, we just been going, trying to find members, and I knew he was a really great drummer, and eventually he came along towards the end because we had an original drummer named Amir, but he decided to quit. We also had another original vocalist, but he also quit. It was Joseph. And after those two, we ended up, at that moment we had Josh, Justin, myself, and Alex. And then Tommy joined, and then my brother joined, and that was 2010, 11-ish. It's like the end of 2010. And after that, that's when the original Artist Must Draw came about. And then from then on, we released our Anchor EP, and that we got so much feedback and response from it that it kind of put us up in our scene now.
So let's talk Bloodline. I got to see the lyric video today, so you know, got to read along what you're singing about, and obviously it seems like to be a pretty heavy story behind, if it really is based on any type of real life.
It's based on a few things. The song is about drug addicted parents,
yeah,
and how they leave their children behind, and they focus on the drugs instead of their children. Their children end up getting emotionally scarred and abandoned and everything like that. And myself, I went through something like that, and we also wrote this for someone close to us. I'm not gonna say who, but yeah. He's still very young, and we're seeing how he's becoming, and we didn't like it at all. So we wrote that based on him mostly. But I also have a connection, just another connection. I believe Allie does. Most of us do to this song, and it's actually pretty heartfelt. If you like, when I start reading them over and over again, I start getting all emotional and thinking of my past.
Right.
And it's difficult sometimes when on stage saying those words and trying to hold in all that emotion, but
for sure,
it ends up exploding out.
Absolutely. So how long did it take you guys to actually write Bloodline?
That was, after Harlot, that's when we kind of were thinking of what we're going to do after, since we're a whole brand new band.
Yeah. We were really indecisive about it.
Yeah.
It was mixed signals between everyone. Like we were thinking about looking to record an album, or we were thinking about releasing song by song every so often, and just try to keep things going.
Right. Some momentum.
Yeah.
And with the rate we were going with recording new songs, it was we just weren't getting anything done. So at this point in time, I think we're just going to start releasing a few other songs and try to get some more stuff out there, get the momentum back going, and get some stuff done.
Yeah.
And it took about 6 months to write Bloodline, because Justin came up with a little demo, and I was like, I really like that. Like we have a whole bunch of demos like laid out, because Justin has a lot of spare time and he has all the recording equipment.
Yeah.
Justin's desktop where he records is filled with like 15 or 16 new projects at all times. And it's always like, hey, listen to this, tell me what you think of this.
Yeah,
tell me what you think of this. Some of them are like 10 seconds long, just something little that was really
he puts them on his SoundCloud sometimes.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
And after like that 6 month period, that was just us practically just fitting in those little details.
Right.
And it took about a good 2 months for us to finally finish recording it. And Justin did all the recording and mixing and mastering himself. and the song came out great.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but as far as more recording in the future, are you guys really just working one song by one song, or do you have a whole plan for an album soon, or what?
We have a lot of song ideas. They're just not necessarily all put together yet.
Yeah.
The only song we technically have that's being completely put together would be Foxholes.
Okay.
And after that, like, we have enough songs to create an album. It's just, if we make another EP like The Forgotten, it was literally forgotten. That's the joke we have. And there was like hardly any feedback from it. It was like, everyone knew about it for a good month.
Okay.
And then it just like completely
As
just
if it dropped
stopped.
off the face of the earth.
Yeah. So a lot of the songs, even though
I listen to it on Spotify all the
yeah,
time.
there you go. See, we gathered the money to put it on Spotify and all the everything else. I don't know why it's not on Pandora. Kind of strange. But we were gonna also get the money to put Bloodline and Harlot also on iTunes and all that. But it just no one's really paying attention. It's a lot harder to promote, especially with Facebook nowadays.
Yeah.
And that's like the main thing.
Right.
Because everyone sees it and it can just sit there for as long as you want.
Right.
And just continuously getting some kind of feedback. But nowadays it's so much harder. We just released the lyric video and what, like 6 people saw it. That's what it says. And it's just a pain in the tuchus to just try to get our songs out there. And especially if we have to put our own money into it,
Right.
which is a lot harder nowadays since none of us have money. But like Foxholes, if we release it as a single, which we probably are, it's probably not going to be put on iTunes. Same with Bloodline. It's not going to be out
Right.
like for the whole world to get, other than like Bandcamp or Facebook.
Right.
So if we were to decide on an album, which I don't know, it's a 50-50 chance, that's mainly on money wise. So
Okay.
if people could help us, like give us donations,
Right.
buy some merch,
Yeah, absolutely.
give us more merch, more songs to give you.
Right.
But that's mainly on today's
Okay.
people.
So that's good that we're bringing it up now with this exposure. So I appreciate your time, guys. Man, good luck with this. I saw the lyric video look great. I know you guys are playing a show next week, and looking forward to anything else that's coming up. So this is Neil from 661 District with the Artist Must Draw. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Anytime.